never get free. Lamb to the slaughter, what you gon' do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gon' do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine, or that people ain't happy.
Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is what if Deku is a perfect host for a symbiote part 3. Yeah, because I did part. Give me a second. I don't think I'm. Sorry, it's part 2. I don't know why I thought it was 3. For some reason I thought I put another episode out, but I guess I didn't. So let's continue. As you know, sorry. As we last left off, after Deku got all the information of Peter's activities and who he's in contact with, as he's in his, he's in the area where he lodges. I don't know exactly what to give him. Let's continue. As he has, on the wall of the, picture of the whole, a map on the wall. As he has sticky notes everywhere. There's pictures on it. As he's like, alright. Let's see. As he stands backwards. Or to get to Spider-Man, I need to take care of his little partners. They would be big. I'll definitely lose that one if they all attack me at once. As his picture of Gwen flying around, as he has a picture of Miles too in his suit. As he knows their identities because he's thorough. So as he's like, but before that, I need to get some help. As Izuku, throws one of his kunai at the location in the map where there's a prison. As he's like, and I have the perfect guy for the job. As he's gonna, hire someone. Forcibly if he has to. As as we cut to later that night, as Izuku's in his vigilante gear, the Black Bunny, yeah, because I was gonna go with the other one, but there's already a Marvel hero or a Marvel character with that name, so I didn't want to use it because there's a character like it, so that will confuse some people. So let's continue. Yeah, because there's already Blackjack in the Marvel, universe, whatever continuity. But let's continue. If I find a better name for it, I'll do it. But for right now, it's gonna be Black Rabbit. So let's continue. As Izuku approached the prison, as he strangleholds one of the guards that's, patrolling the area. As he doesn't kill him, but, he makes him go to sleep forcefully as he gently drops him on the ground, then kicks him over as he falls down the hill, and he's going to fall over a little bit for a while. So, as that happened, oops, almost stepped on something. That's my charger, but let's continue. As he, grabs, he gets inside the prison. As he's going through the guard area, as the locker room. They have a locker room like near the entrance. So as he, That's for, convenience for me. As he changes into his in the guard uniform, as he sticks his backpack, in the locker. As he's like, all right. Now, yeah, he's gonna look pretty young for a guard, but whatever. We're just gonna. No, let's scratch that because that would be stupid. Because he's 16, or I'm not sure how old he is. The start of anime, but he's that wouldn't work. So it would have worked if he was like a little bit older, like maybe 18, 19. That plan would have worked perfectly. But let's scratch that. As he goes through, stealthily goes through the checkpoints in the prison using the shadows, because, sorry, Lady Deathstrike family is, they're kind of a little bit assassins, so, he has training in this, so, she's a pretty good assassin in the Marvel Universe, not as talented as the, thing Sable. I think it was Sable or one of the others. I forget, but let's continue. That doesn't really matter right now. As he gets to a certain room, as he goes into as he searches, sorry, as he gets to a room that's empty, as he sees all the vents, all that stuff, as he pops a couple things from his hand into the vents, as Izuku creates a gas mask for himself. As all the guards, the whole area is being gassed in. As that goes on, as everyone's falling asleep. He's not gonna kill everyone here. As he gets to he hears colorful language coming from this cell. As he opens it, as a man strapped up, his hands against his chest, as he's chained up like like he's a major threat. As Izuku, cuts the chains out, as he puts the gas mask on him. And she's like, "What the hell, kid? Who are you?" And she's like, "Come on, we don't have much time." The effects of this gas don't last long. Haven't perfected the formula, but you could call me, you could call me Black Rabbit. As he's like, "What type?" "Okay, Mr. Rabbit, we need to get my gauntlets." As he's like, as they get to the where they confiscate all the weapons for the superheroes or supervillains. As he gets his gauntlets, as he's zapping, he's like, "Oh, by the way, kid, name's Shocker." As he's doing his thing, it's a shame. I wanted to. It's too bad I just want to shock a couple people, but it's better this way. As he, Shocker's like, "Why did you bail me out?" As they walk out of the prison neatly, because, everyone's passed out. As they throw off their masks, "It's simple. I have a little job for you. And you being in prison didn't work for me. So I liberated you." I liberate you. Whatever you like it's called. I just liberated a villain, but let's go with it. Now, small pause. I know this is the vigilante, what if, then turned to a villain, but he's been trained and raised by, a villain. So his morals are going to be a little bit different. I mean, he has no problem killing. He just doesn't kill heroes because unless they're a threat to him exactly, if they're a major threat. So let's continue on. Can't believe we're at 9 minutes. Need to get this story going. As Shocker's like, whatever, kid, how much? You know my rate's not cheap. Come on, let's back to my safe house, my little area I'm housing out. As he takes them to a separate. He has little areas where he stays at. Yes, he has a couple. Now, sorry. Now you're probably wondering where he gets money at and all that income. He hunts down criminals, villains and criminals and everything like that. I can't believe I messed that up. Apparently I can't speak tonight, but punks, hoodlums, yeah, whatever. He steals the money from him, so they've had a lot of money when he stopped. Sorry, he has stopped gun trades, and they usually bring the money with them when they're buying illegal guns. That sorry, what is it called? The serial number scraped off. Yeah, they basically scrubbed that shit off, so they can't be traced. So let's continue. So that's how he gets his income, and I could have him steal shit too if I wanted to, because I don't really have to follow any likes. He's in that gray area, so he could do a lot of things. Because he's supposed to survive in this for a year, so he's gonna take to show his lady district, his mother, that he has no problem surviving a month in New York in this city, because there's a lot of activity with superpower people. So let's continue as they get to it. As he's like, so what are you after? Judging by what you want, it'll be really the price fluctuates a little bit. It's simple. I need your help to go after Spider-Man. As he's like, what? Are you serious? You want to go after the webhead? Are you crazy? As Izuki's like, it sounds like you're scared of him. No, I'm not scared of that punk. I could beat that webhead any time of the week. He just got lucky a couple times. As Izuki almost starts laughing. Like, alright. But are you sure, you just want to go over to Spider-Man? Do you have a plan? Yes. Speaking of plan, I actually do. But first, we need to go after that one, as he throws a knife at Miles' picture in his spider suit. He won't tell Shocker their names, so I don't know what they called him. Give me a second. Okay, I really don't know what they call him. Like, it'll be kind of confusing if I call him Spider-Man, so let's just call him Miles for now. Or, Spider Kid or Spider Boy. Oh, I really don't know. Let's just call him Miles. You know what I'm talking about, the Miles, that Spider. That's one of the Spider-Mans. Sorry. Yeah, the version of, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking myself in a corner now. So let's just get off the subject. So you know who I'm talking about. So as he's like, why are you going after them? I don't see your logic here, kid. It's simple. These two are always around him. So in order to get to Spider-Man and actually, do what I need to do, we need to take those two off the playing board. As Shocker doesn't know, Shocker knows his Silk, but yeah, she's been off. She's been gone for a little bit, so taking care of some things in Japan. So there's that. So Izuku doesn't know about her. So there's that. So as we continue, as he's like, Sucker's like, interesting. So what do you want with us? What do you want with the webhead? Oh, I have my reasons. I guess I could tell you it's. I have no interest in killing him, of course. I just want to test his. I just want to test him. I just want to see how well I fare against the infamous, amazing Spider-Man. As he's being cocky about it. That sounds corny. It sounds corny as I said it. So yeah. It's just like I want to test the webhead's abilities. See how well they par with mine. That's all. So what's the plan? As he's like, so how much? As Izuku gives him a number, as he's like, that's acceptable. I'm not going to say how much it was. It's quite a bit. So as he's like, what's the plan, boss? As he sits down, as he's like, huh. All right, we need. Sorry. As he goes over the plan, he's like, huh, are you are you sure? He's in that area around that time. Of course. I know where that. I know where. I know where that other Spider-Man goes back and forth. As we'll target him there. Then the white one. That's Gwen, by the way. Yeah, it's Gwen. I don't know if they call her Spider Gwen, but don't know why they just call her Gwen because I think that's like her name at some point. I think it's don't remember her full name, but yeah, I'll just say Spider Gwen, just so you know who I'm talking about. With the spider with the hood over her head, the white spider with the pink stuff. Like, yeah, it's okay. Let's continue. Then we're gonna take out Spider-Man himself. And after that, you're free to go. As he's like, all right, but you cross me, kid, I'll kill you. As if you cross me, bunny. Yeah, that's kind of funny, actually. He's like, if you cross me, rabbit. No, dude, that just even sounds even worse. That sounds like I'm talking like Elmer Fudd. I'm hunting myself some rabbits, that stupid shit. But damn, that's. I actually might have to change that because that sounds really corny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. Um, give me a second. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna say, because my point of view, or like my thought process on it, you have Lady Deathstrike. So we're just gonna have, just for now, um, Death Rabbit, I guess. Give me a second here. Again, sorry guys. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go with Deku. Okay, so we're just gonna go with Deku just because I don't really want to stress over finding a vigilante name that fits him. So let's just call it Deku. So let's say Deku picked it up because of his positive meaning. So there's that. He thought it was cool that the name had a double meaning to it. So he decided to use that as his vigilante name. So there's that. So as they're in position. As when Miles, Shocker's like, all right, I'm in the location. Where's the brat at? He should be swinging around here in 45 seconds. As soon as the time limit ends, as soon as after 45 seconds ends, blast the kid. I take care of the rest. As he goes into as he swings downwards, as Shocker, jumps, sorry, as he swings, as Shocker jumps at him, he's swinging pretty low, so, because he can, I guess, make it easier. Because Izuku, no, let's say, Shocker had, a little jetpack that Izuku made out of his quirk. As he's like, Shocker, here's this. As he throws him, what's this? It's a little, you seriously handed me a rocket pack. And I'm like, yeah, because, that's your main weakness. That's, because he swings around like a freaking bird. It's such, yeah. When you go up there and, hit him as soon as he swings past this way, as, now we're going to get over that, as, Izuku gets back into place. As Miles swings across, as he swings, it takes a turn to, the right building. As, Shocker, hey, he's like, sorry about this, kid. As he shocks him, as he goes down to the ground, as Miles just shakes his head, as he gets up, as he's going to go to fight, Shocker. Shocker, I don't know what you're up to, but I'm stopping you here now. I'm stopping you here now. As suddenly, as suddenly you hear a shot. Not really a shot. It's like as a trank hits Miles in the neck, as he's like, what? A Shocker blasts him a couple times. As he's passed out. All right, Shocker. Let's, get the vehicle. As he gets the vehicle, I was like, how are we going to keep him? These brats are pretty strong. Don't let the looks fool you. As he's easy. As Izuku gets out of his backpack, as he gets out his best sorry, give me a second. I'm probably saying this wrong, but antimantium. The stuff that Wolverine's claws are made of. I just can't say it for some reason right now, or ever. That's a hard word to say, but for me at least. But let's continue as, let's see, where was I at? So as he takes out, some chains from that precious metal that his mother's been using for, good income. As he wraps it around him, as he creates a lock. As he's like, yep, he's not going to go anywhere. As they, Shocker's like, after he gets to the transport where they're going to be doing this at, keeping him at, as he's like, so what now? We can't really leave this kid alone. That's not smart leaving this kid alone here. As he's like, I know, Shocker. Now, you keep an eye on the brat. You keep an eye on the guy. And I'll deal with the white one. Gwen Spider, or whatever her name is. Gwen Spider? The story really don't matter. I really don't remember. There we go. Words. As we continue, I'll deal with her personally. This one should be easy. Alright, man. I'll see you back. See you when you get back. And Shocker, please don't kill him. I don't want the kid to die. I don't want, the hair to die. That's not what I'm after. And he's like, yeah, sure, man, the money you're paying me, sure, even when I hate the dude, I probably won't even try to kill him. So, no fear for me, man. Got me out of prison, so I'm in a good mood. As that progresses, as Gwen's, flying, or web swinging, as she's about to turn, as she sees someone on top of a building, as he gestures 2 fingers between his forehead to his forehead, as he's like, as he waves, as instantly she falls from her web because it got cut because he kind of threw a shuriken, a antimantium shuriken, as it pierces into the building. As she's falling, as Izuku's already gone, as she catches herself, as she's freaking out, where she's trying to figure out where it's coming from. I know, like, yeah, because, sorry. The spider sense would have picked it up, but I was, aiming at the web. I mean, not really, at her. She would have, or I call it, dodged if I tried to hit her. So I hit on her tool that she's using. So there's that. So as she catches herself, as Izuku, as Izuku smiles, alright, let's get this done. As Gwen begins to fight with Izuku, as she, Izuku's blocking, just mostly blocking, as he has something in his hand, as he takes out of his, he had a little vial thing. There's a needle on it. As soon as Gwen lands a hit, Izuku stabs her in the neck. As the stuff gets, put into her system, as she, wobbles, as Izuku's like, name, Nighty Night Spider, as he's waving. As she's like, who the hell are you? As she falls over. As someone comes in with a van. And she's like, here. Thanks, man. Remember, you didn't see anything. I don't know what you're doing here. I really don't want to know. Last time I got my nose into this sort of business, I had that psychotic carnage trying to kill me. So yeah, I don't care, dude. Thanks for the money. As he runs off, as he throws her in there, as he chains her up, as they drive to the base, as Shocker is pacing back and forth. And he's like, there you are, finally. As he's dragging, Gwen, you're back pretty fast. Yeah, I was surprised it was that easy. I just had to get hit in the face, but never said. As, alright, get the chair. As Miles is chained up to the chair. As they have, little, this is a bluff on Izuku part. As he has collars on them, as they're, they're the same collars that explode, that I'm just made up right now. I'm using. But there's not actually it's a dummy explosion. So, there's no explosion. It's a dud. It's fake. It's the same collar that explodes that I'm putting in the story. But there's no charge in it because, it's not meant to blow up because Izuku didn't make it that way. But it looks like it, so it functions the same way except for the blowing up part. As, Miles gets up, Or he shakes his head, so does Gwen. And she's like, Miles like, as Miles sees, Shocker, what are you up to? What is this? As you know, sorry, Miles sees Gwen. Gwen, why are you here? As Shocker's like, shut up, boy. Quiet. As Ezekiel walks in his vigilante gear, as she's like, you. As she, she's a little irritated that, she got best. What the hell did you inject me with? Nothing really. Same stuff I inject, the spider kid over there. And she's like, that's not my name. As I don't know what they call him, so this I'm using it as an insult. And she's like, you're pretty rowdy. But you two are not my issue. You two, I don't. And she's like, what do you want with us? Oh, I just want you off the board for a little bit. Don't worry, I have no plans of killing you. Well, even though it would be easy. And that one is very tempting me to break that rule. But that would put more heat than should be if I go around killing heroes. And that wouldn't really fit me personally. Until someone pisses me off enough, but that doesn't matter. But let me, proper introduce myself. I am Deku. As she's confused, she doesn't know who that is. And she's like, no offense, but I never heard of you. And he's like, of course you haven't heard of me. I'm new. But you will. As Izuku does a little bow. He has his hand over his bottom of his stomach as he bows. Like sarcastically as he smiles. As, he's still wearing his vigilante gear, his little mask and everything, so but you can see kind of see his face a little bit. Just a little bit, judging by the picture what it looks like, but there's that. As he's like, all right, enough, playing around. As he's like, yeah, as he's like, Shocker's like, if you had enough time, flirting with your girlfriend over here, let's get this job done. As Shocker just wants to get the job done to get out of here, because, people don't have patience nowadays. Very well, Shocker. Let's get this going. As he's like, keep an eye on those two while you're at it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. As he steps outside, as he calls, he has Peter Parker's phone number, cell phone. As he rings it, it'd be better. Before he leaves, he takes, Gwen's cell phone that she had tucked away on her suit somewhere. And she's like, hey, that's mine. And she's like, don't worry, I'm giving it back, Mrs. Hera. I just need to make a phone call. I'll give it right back. She's calling him a bastard, stealing her shit. He dials the number, and he goes into Peter Parker's number, and she's like, I already have his number memorized, but I really didn't have to do that. So, as he answered, and she's like, Gwen, what's up? As as Ezekiel created a voice changer and attached it to the phone, because he's smart like that. Or let's say part of his mask. Give me a second here. I need to see if his mask is big enough for a voice changer to it. Okay, so yeah, his mask is big enough to have a voice changer. So he's had the voice changer the whole time. So let's say it's like it's like a, it's a dark pitch voice. So, there's that. So, I don't know if they make it like cartoonish because that'll be kind of funny, but let's go with the dark tone. As he's like, is this Peter Parker? As he's like, yeah, who is this? Why do you have Gwen's phone? Ah, nah, I borrowed it from Gwen. She's a lovely girl, by the way. Peter Parker, or should I say, Spider-Man. As he's like, oh, you're mistaken. Cut the bullshit, Peter. I know who you are. Your little activities. I know who you talk to. Come to this location in, let's say, 30 minutes. Or it would be unpleasant for you. As he hangs up, as he's like, shit, 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 shit. As he cancels all future plans and goes to like the location that Izuku designed. As he's testing out his, now Izuku right now is testing out his Spider-Man's, Spider-Man's performance under stress. Just out of curiosity, because he can. He thought it would be interesting to see him fail. That is, like, he wants to see him fail. He wants to see him lose. Like, he's not going to, like I said, he's not going to kill him, but he wants to see him lose, like, in everything, because he wants to bring down the hero. He wants to rip them apart, mentally. So, there's that. He's a bit of a, he's kind of a little bit like his mother a little bit. So, as we go on, as, Parker gets into in the building, as Izuku hacked in, like, he has it, video, as he gets into the building, as there's a laptop, as there's a sticky note, as there's a black rabbit, you know, laying against it, as the sticky note is on the rabbit, as it says play me, as Spider-Man opens the laptop and activates, well, whatever, as he connects to the Fee, as he sees Gwen and Miles chained up. They can't go anywhere. As you see Izuku in his shocker, as she's like, Shocker, what are you? What? Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't, sorry. This isn't something you normally don't get yourself into. Nothing personal, Spider-Man. Just business. Hello, Spider-Man. I'll just call you Spidey. It's far more easier this way. Let me properly introduce myself. I am Deku. And I have your two little friends here. So come meet me at this location. Come alone. If you do, Shocker has the authority to, well, do what Shocker does best. And what I've seen of it so far, it seems very unpleasant. So, tick-tock, Mr. Spider, tick-tock. As the feed closes. As Shocker's laughing. He's like, that was kind of, that kind of scared the shit out of me, kid. You're kind of, kind of scary when you want to be. As, Izuku put up a, act. Well, that worked. Maybe I went a little far on the whole killing thing, but whatever. He got the message. As Shocker's like, all right, you stay here, Shocks, and keep those two entertained or whatever. I really don't care. Right now, I'm gonna meet the big, the big spider, and see what he's made of. As Ezekiel, leaves. Before I leave, forgot to give you this. As he puts the phone back on her lap, put the phone on her lap, he's like, well, thanks for the phone. Thanks for, letting me use your phone. And she's like, you stole it. You didn't let, I didn't let you use it. And she's like, I have a feeling you don't like me very much. And she's like, yeah, she doesn't really like him right now. So, there's that. She finds him very irritating because, I'm making he's like a little bit mischievous sometimes when he wants to be. So as, we get to there, as we get to the area, as it's a old abandoned, it's a, it's not an abandoned building, but it's they're close for renovations, but the renovation hasn't started yet. So it's in like a shopping district. As Spider-Man finally gets in, as he sees, Midori, Deku, as he's like behind something, as he's like, what is this? What is this all about? It's a big room, so, it's like this building has like a storage. It's big storage, so it's pretty big for a fight. It's probably not going to all be inside that building, but but let's continue. As he's like, huh, oh, welcome, Spider. I like to. As Parker is about to go in for a charge, as he's like, Mr. Spider, not so fast. We gotta set some ground rules first. As he's like, what do you mean, rabbit? And he makes a pun. As he's like, oh, we do jokes now, do we? Huh, you're one of those jokesters. As he's reminded of his mother talking about Deathstroke, not Deathstroke, Deadpool, yeah. Deadpool's in his universe, yeah. So I'm just rambling on, am I? So as he's getting flashback of his mother telling about Deathstroke, his sense of humor, like freaking irritated the shit out of her that she wanted to chop him up, but every time she did, he came back. So there's that. So now I know why mother hated that guy. Alright. Let's get down to business. As you see the thing behind me, as it's a bomb. It's a bomb. And there's a timer on it. I say we got about maybe 15, 20 minutes before it blows up and kills everyone around us, including us, by the way. I don't care how powerful you are, Spider. You're not going to survive the explosion in this vicinity. But I'll tell you the passcode. I'll tell you to the passcode to it. Or the way to I know, I'm the only one that knows the way to disarm it. It's on my own little device I made myself. Alright, enough chit chat. Let's get down to business. As Izuku makes his staff out of his hand and pulls it out. As he's like, alright, Mr. Spider. As Izuku goes in fast, as Spider Sense tingled, as he moves out of the way. Well, there's that. So as he moves out of the way, goes in for try to web Izuku. As Izuku spins a staff, ricocheting the webbing somewhere else. As he stabs, as he goes in for a stab, it's not going to pierce the skin because he has a staff, but it's it's that stab move that you use for a staff. As Spider-Man goes flying, as he's like, come on, Parker, is that what you got? Gwen showed me a little more better fight than you. And she gets back up and she's like, if you hurt them, you pay. As you know, ooh, interesting. So, typical. It's not very. You should always keep a word of advice, Peter. Rip out the weaknesses while you can before he gets yourself killed. As he throws, shuriken at Spider-Man. As Spider-Man, dodges all of them, grabs one and throws one back. As it pierces, Izuku's cheek. As he's like, huh, interesting. I think there's enough room in his mask for his cheek. Let's just double check. I just want to make sure I got it all like thought out right. Shit, I need to end this fight. I really do. Well, it doesn't. It pierces. Oh, sorry. It hits his cheek, but it goes against the mask. As he hears a loud, you know, scrape. All right. As they're fighting, as it leaves the a building, as Izuku throws Spider-Man outside the window, crashing into the ground. As Izuku jumps up and throws several shuriken at Spider-Man, as he does a backflip, does a webbing thing. Sorry, he webs on two poles as he jumps forward, doing a double kick to Izuku. As Izuku barely dodges that. As there's that going on. I'm saying because he's able to do all this against Spider-Man is because he's been trained very severely like Stain. So that's my thought process about this. So I know I really don't know how to get past the spider sense to actually kill Spider-Man. I would have to look that up, but I'm not planning to kill him off, right? If I am, I'm not doing it right now, so I'm not saying if I am going to or not. Let's just get to the story, because we're already at, damn, I need to end this. It's gonna be hard to upload it if I don't have enough memory, so let's continue. As that goes on, as they're fighting back and forth, that's Peter's, mask is ripped a little bit, as Ezekiel's using a shuriken. No, he's straight up using a knife. He's using a combat knife. As he creates combat knives in both hands, as he tilts it, holding the blade backwards so when he swings, he can go for a cut. So as he does that, as Spider-Man moving around, as he gets a clean cut on as Peter, it hurts. So he jumps back, shoots at um, webbing at my hands. Not my hands, but as he throws the blade, as he webs, the blade, as it drops. As he's webbing Izuku, as he's, moving around. As suddenly, Izuku gets kicked. As Izuku goes through, couple of buildings. Yeah, he went through a building, so there's no way around it. As you have Silk come in, and she's like, Peter, what the hell's going on? I saw your fight on the news. I came as soon as I can. I just got back into the States. Where's Gwen? That guy has him. I don't know where at. As Ezekiel, Deku gets up, as he's like, huh, a new one. I did not expect that. Huh. What to do? As he's walking back and forth, you got the. Unfortunately, I would love to continue this Spider-Man. I really do. But the new one has put a crank in my strategy. So we're going to have to cut this short. As, Silk comes in, tries to, punch Midoriya. As Midoriya jumps back, tosses these grenade things. As it's flashbangs. As it hurts their eyes. As Izuku's gone. As he doubles back. As he doubles back to the base. As he's like, Gwen and them are still chained up. As he's like, huh, so how did it go? A new one showed up, wasn't expecting that. As Gwen's like, huh, Silk, she probably beat your ass. And she's like, no, not really. I'm not about to fight a Spider-Man and his little, groupie. As she's like, she's not a groupie. As none of us we're part of his team, blah, 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 and all that jazz. And he's like, as Spider-Man, gets back, and he quits Spider-Man, as he goes into the, Silk, he has a bomb, we need to go. As they try to, find a way to disarm it, they can't in time. As the countdown goes to 0, as nothing happens, as some smoke carves coming out of the side, as the apartment flops open, as it's a mechanical bunny, as it's laughing, ha ha ha, like it's laughing like robotically, as Deku shows up onto the on the screen on the bomb, as he's like, huh, guess I lost. Guess I win. As Peter's like, what? Oh, the bomb was just a ruse. Don't worry, your two little friends or whatever will be released. Shocker has already left, so I'm just dealing with the cleanup. It's been fun, Peter. But until we meet again, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of each other. As the feet cut off, as Gwen's looking at him, it's like, why would you go through all this just for a fight? It seems like you want. It's nothing nothing too. I'm not really. I don't trust you enough to tell you that. It's a little personal. As he cuts as he releases them. As Miles goes for a punch. As Izuku pulls out a katana, creates a katana real fast. As he points at Miles' neck, give me excuse, Spider Brat. As Gwen's like, enough. But we can't allow you to walk free. As he's like, huh, that's not really up to you, is it? It's not really up to you. As he's already tossed down. As small metal balls starts rolling down. As Gwen, grabs Miles and as she swings out of the building. As there were nothing. Why does everyone think I have explosions? Jesus. As he just laughs it off like an inside joke. As he leaves, as Gwen finally figures out, as she's screaming in frustration. She's like, I'm gonna take that guy down. As Miles is like, I don't like the guy, but you need to take a chill pill. As she's up on that, as she wants to beat up poor Deku, because she doesn't like the fact that he beat her in a fight and took her phone and kidnapped her and did all that. So there's that. So as Izuku's laughing because of this prank, as Spider-Man kicks the machine as he goes flying into a wall. It's just like, huh. As Peter kind of laughs a little bit. He's like, it's kind of funny. What do you mean, Peter? He knows all our identities except for yours. you're the only one he doesn't know about. Because if he knew about you, he would have went after you first. Judging by how what I seen of him, what I've seen of him tonight, he seemed like he plans things out. Shocker was, as she's like, Shocker was working with him? He was working with Shocker? No, the other way around. He's working with Shocker. There's a lot of things I don't know. We need to get some information. As they both web off. What do you think? New villain? Peter? As, I don't know. He technically could have killed Gwen and Miles anytime he wants. He could even, we would have died if that was a real explosion. So I don't know what he's after. We need some background on this guy. Deku. Let's keep an eye on that one. And we have a chance to take him down. We need to. We need to get him a threat. We need to take him out before he becomes a major threat. And she's like, do you honestly think he's much of a threat? Didn't seem like he had any abilities. I mean, besides his fighting skills. I don't know. And I don't understand how he gets all those things appear out of nowhere. That's another thing I don't understand. As they're Parker and Silk caught it on. Silk caught it. And she's like, yeah, it's interesting that he's able to create weapons. Like, weapons disappear out of his hands for some reason. I don't know where he keeps them all. Like, it doesn't make no sense. As that, we're going to leave it off of there. That's I'm flying off because it's already like almost 60 minutes. So, hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.